Union. Union. Union.
Machine.
Western. Western. Okay. All right. Thanks for being here. I know, as I said, I don't want this talk to take long and be in the way of our soccer, so it will be quick because it's something we all need to be discussing, and this will just be the beginning of it. I will share my screen and talk through it, and as the moderator will stop me if there are questions, and after that we can answer. And if you can't hear me, Chris will signal and I will stop. So let me start by sharing my screen. Give me a second here. Of course, there'll be some challenges, but all right, so I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see you.
Oh, okay.
So please share your screen.
All right, give me a second here. All right, so of course, most of you know me. I'm Bob Yawson, and well, there are people who call me by different names, but that's not what it is about here. Today is about talking about navigating life choices in Ghana's AI. And I will start this talk with a quote from Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is an American entrepreneur, very well-known investor and a billionaire. And what he says is artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, whatever you are doing, if you don't understand it, learn it, because otherwise you are going to be a dinosaur within 3 years. So, and I align with this quote because it's important. We don't want to be dinosaurs. You want to be along with what is happening. And there's the choice paradox. So in 2025, a young entrepreneur's loan approval takes like seven minutes. An AI algorithm has already decided her future before she finishes her tea. And this is not just in the US or anywhere. It's happening right here in Ghana. What we call the FIDO branch and others. Of course, there are caveat to it, and it depends on the amount you are requesting and others. So today we'll unpack these questions using both global research and Ghana-specific evidence. How free are our choices when algorithms predict them? And what happens when AI amplifies both opportunities and biases? Can Ghana lead Africa in responsible AI decision making? And the large language model revolution is your personal AI assistant. And that's what you should do. Today's talk, I'm not going to go into how organizations can implement AI. That might be for another day. Today is about your personal journey with AI. in 2025, every Ghanaian professional has access to AI tools more powerful than what tech giants used just 5 years ago. So let's put that in perspective. The tools are, which is you have access to now, the AI tools you have access to now are more powerful than what Google, Apple, and others had 5 years ago. So why don't we take advantage of it? And these aren't expensive enterprise tools. They are accessible to anyone with internet. So some of your new colleagues, ChatGPT, the most popular, I think most of us here have used ChatGPT, is the pioneer, great for conversations, creative writing, and general problem solving. Claude AI, the philosopher, as I call it, excels at long-form analysis, coding, and ethical reasoning with up to about 2,000 token memory. So that's the thoughtful analyst with perfect memory. Another assistant for you. Perplexity AI, so far my favorite. Your research partner with infinite knowledge, provides source answers with citations, and is quite perfect for fact checking. Then Gemini, Google's multi-language genus, is the polyglot. Google's model that handles multiple languages, including some Ghanaian languages. I will show an example. Then Copilot, Microsoft Productivity Powerhouse. If you use Microsoft Office, then I'm sure you get the Copilot. And Copilot is integrated into it and it's perfect for business professionals. Then we have Grok. It's also one of my favorite, although it's not as popular as because it's embedded at times in with X and others, but it's the real-time information specialist, the news hound, real-time and current events. Unlike others like ChatGPT 5, which is the most current, for example, is trained up to October 2024, although there has been changes that it keeps learning. But Grok, for example, is almost updated daily. The learning is daily, so it gives you real-time information. And of course, the DeepSeek, your learning reinforcement friend, just like ChatGPT. So this are just a few of it. There are about hundreds of other AI assistants you can use. On a daily basis, I use about 20 of them, depending on what specific thing I'm using. And there are several, but these are the popular ones, and they are all free. Of course, if you want to get the pro ones, you can get, but these are all free that can help us in our personal life. But the development of reasoning models will offer a significant advancement for business due to the ability to solve complex problems with high accuracy. What we call the agentic AI is here, and we have to be ready. So if you don't, you are not even conversant with what Gen AI is doing, how will you take advantage of agentic AI? Such models use a chain of thought approach that allows them to analyze and articulate the necessary steps to reach a solution. They will create significant opportunities to improve productivity, customer experience, decision making. And multimodal Gen AI will transform enterprise applications, enabling the addition of new user-friendly interfaces, features, and functionalities. Synthetic data will revolutionize multiple industries and use cases in the next 3 years, as it removes reliance on real-world data, enables endless opportunities. So this time it will even be creating the data. You will not be feeding in the data. That's the agentic AI, which is right here with us. Gemini testing a lot of it. All the other Gen AI tools are applying. So we should be ready. And AI enhancement for your personal life, daily life management, smart home organization. AI personal assistants, of course, several of us are using some Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant. Will manage your schedule, control smart devices, and set reminders. When I'm traveling with family and everybody's not here, I know that at 6 o'clock or when it's getting dark, the lights will come on automatically. You set up those things. Those are things you can just use to enhance your personal life. All in one digital life organizer for goals, habits, notes, and personal notes, like Notion AI, for example, does that a lot. Motion AI auto schedules personal tasks around calendar, your priorities. The financial wellness is there, budgeting, etc. Then what has improved a lot with AI is health and wellness revolution. Your physical health, of course, walkathon people will tell you all the wearable AI, Apple Watch, face-based, Aura rings provide real-time health insights and early warnings. Of course, they can not replace the expert. They cannot replace the Dr. Teshis, but they give you early warnings. Your sleep profile, all the others. It helps you to notice, so we should take advantage. Your learning and personal growth, social and communication enhancement, which is important. Your relationship management. AI communication helps draft thoughtful messages, emails, and social media posts. I have about 11 email addresses. 7 I will give you. Somebody will need to read. Yeah. So, and I get like almost 100 emails I have to respond to in a day. And using Perplexity AI and others helped me cut my time by about 50%. And these are the advantages AI is helping to enhance our personal life that we need to take advantage of. And the race is on. Talking briefly globally, China leads the world in Gen AI use with 83% currently using the technology. But when it comes to full implementation, the US leads in full implementation, 24% versus 19% in China. And these numbers will rise as the SARS study showed. 86% of leaders are planning to invest in Gen AI. So what are we in? Ghana came out with the Ghana National Artificial Intelligence Strategy 2023 to a 10-year strategy to harness AI for inclusive growth across sectors and to improve people's lives in Ghana, setting an example of an AI leadership in Ghana. And the vision is for, by 2023, people living in Ghana will experience a transformed society where AI advances the potential of people, government, and businesses. And this is, if you've not read the report, the strategy report, it's I recommend it to read it. But I know in May the Minister of Communication launched another strategic report. I don't know whether it's continuation of this. I was trying to get that one to compare it with this. I couldn't do it, so my apologies. Anybody who has the current one should please send it to me. But it is important, and on paper, this is really good. The important thing is the implementation. How do we implement it? From my personal experience, previously working with CSR on PAMSCAD and all those PRSP reports, it's beautifully done, but its implementation is there. It gathers dust, nothing happens to it. And I hope this will not be the case in the case of AI. Ghana's AI moment, just as a snapshot, as I said, there was this private sector initiative through my research, AI Practitioners Guide, which I read, which is quite interesting. And then in July, just July, Google announces the 37 million AI investment in Africa, which is anchored in Accra. Then the National AI Strategy launch, AI Hub of Africa, the one I was talking about. And as I said, I don't know how it's related to the 2023 one. Then in August, just this August, Japan commits 100 million for AI-powered agricultural hub. And if you take by the numbers, there are about 15 Ghanaian AI startups in Google Accelerator program, and 2.5 billion credit scoring market growing 25% annually. And from the strategic plan, the AI strategic report, AI could add about 20 billion to Ghana's economy by 2030. And if that becomes a reality, if you put it in context, it means 20 billion is equivalent to adding another oil refinery to our economy every year. And you see how that will be. And as you all know, our own Yao Bene is a co-founder of an IT outsourcing business focused on AI with about 70 software engineers working out of Accra. And that alone can tell you how much work is being created, not even involved, just being created, working out of Ghana. So it shows some of the potential. And so by the numbers, a study that came out from Pentecost University last year, led by one Tieku Boateng, said 45% of Ghanaian university students use ChatGPT for assignments. And that's huge. But the challenge is, how are we training them to use the ChatGPT? Are they just putting in questions for answers, or they are creating a reflective prompt, something that will let them think, and not just something that is you put in and get out, which will not develop any critical thinking, which can also be a serious problem. Another study also said 70% of Ghanaian academics believe AI improves writing quality. This study, I don't really trust it very much because of the journal it was published in and some of the data, but I take it as an anecdotal evidence that, and which aligns with other studies elsewhere, that AI improves writing quality. There's no doubt about it. Large language models tools can reduce research time, and this is a global study, by 50% for professionals. So if it can reduce your research time by 50%, you see how it will improve your life. And content creation tasks completed 60% faster with AI tools. It's a Stanford and World Bank study. So talking about Ghana's AI moment, examples what I find: Minor Health AI Labs, one Darlington Akologo, is an FDA certified and is in 54 countries. Phonics Lab, which was founded by one Dr. Titi Dut, is an AI medical dictation, which is purported to reduce documentation time by 30%. Just recently, I think in March 2025, they said Esquire Smart Citator is and others who can actually verify whether it's quite authentic. It said it's the first African AI legal citation system. Then we have the 100 million Japanese investment, and quite recently, the MTN customers were affected by cybersecurity breach. You know how we'll talk a bit about this soon. Then mobile money, according to Bank of Ghana, 3.3 trillion transactions in 2024. That's the entire Ghana GDP on mobile money. So if there's fraud, you can imagine what will happen. And there are sector-specific applications for every professional. And when we talk about the lawyers, tools in action, legal research, Perplexity AI finds case precedent in seconds versus hours. Of course, you have to be an expert before you can use this and verify what is coming out. And I will talk about the verification of some of these things. Document drafting. ChatGPT generates contract templates with Ghanaian law context and others. Then automated follow-ups in English, Cree, or Pidgin. That you can do. And I will insist, ChatGPT does not make you a lawyer. So you cannot think that whatever is coming, without the expertise, you don't know what is coming out is garbage. And that is very serious and that can affect your profession. It applies for medical tools, medical literature review. Perplexity AI will summarize latest research papers, patient education materials, ChatGPT create health explanations, clinical decision support. I went to, for my physicals, just by getting it from the lab, fed it into Grok AI, even before seeing the doctor, and it gives me detail by inputting my 10-year research, medical history. Everything comes. What is that? One thing you don't have to do is ask Grok when you will die. You'll be depressed. So don't do that.
But she put the keys in all of it.
Then, if you can mute.
Oh, sorry.
Then for engineers, technical documentation, Gemini explains complex engineering concepts, project planning, code generation, and of course, for investment banking, market analysis, Perplexity AI tracks real-time financial data and trends, financial modeling, and client presentations. And as you know, Perplexity has come out with Comma, which is a very powerful browser, which is rivaling Google. So those are all free things we have to take advantage of. But there's the dark side. The AI-powered fraud, the recent reality, which I mentioned, the MTN Ghana incident, which was reported recently, about 5,000 customers were affected. AI generates thousands of personalized scam calls in Cree and local languages. And voice cloning technology now requires just seconds of audio. So AI can now clone your voice from a 3-second WhatsApp voice note. Just by getting your 3-second WhatsApp voice note, I can clone your voice for anything I want to do with it. And 1.9 trillion in mobile money transactions at risk. So the paradox is that AI fights fraud and enables more sophisticated fraud. Voice authentication becomes vulnerable to AI voice cloning because you want to authenticate with a voice, but it can be vulnerable to voice cloning. And solutions create new attack vectors. So that's why we need to be vigilant. So I just tried this. I put in into, I think, ChatGPT. I said, translate, how are you and when will you come into Cree? And this is what I got. It said in Cree, the translation, how are you and when will you come is, what is saying, na breben na obeba. I know some of us even struggle writing Cree in the WhatsApp chat. And this is what ChatGPT is giving me. And this is not even ChatGPT thinking, it's ChatGPT Auto. What is saying, how are you? And then it went on asking me, will you like me to also give you the more casual, friendly version that people often use in everyday conversation? And it's using the and everything there, which we find it even difficult to do. Of course, it's not all set. It's still improving. It's still learning the language, but it's a powerful tool. So I can just write in English, clone your voice, then you will read the tree that that is there, and it will be like you. So that's the dark side of the AI relation. So my challenge to you is that AI literacy is a must. Learn it, because otherwise you are going to be a dinosaur within 3 years, like Mark Cuban said. trust, but verify. AI does not make you an expert. It does not make you a lawyer or doctor or engineer. And if you're an expert, it enhances your expertise. You just don't use it blindly. At times, garbage in, garbage out. That's why it is important for us to understand how we prompt it and how we use it. That's why it's important to teach students. We don't have to dissuade them from using it, but teach them how to use it properly. Question the algorithm. Always ask always ask how AI decisions are made. Participate in creating AI that serves Ghana. Read the strategic plans, the AI policies. Advocate for responsible AI policies. And our choices amplified by AI will define the solutions we accept for our wicked problems. So let's choose wisely. And for those who are getting started, your 30-day mastery plan, for example, would be this. Create an account and explore the basic prompts. In ChatGPT, it's free. Practice. Help write a professional email to a client about project delays.
Longevity. He's one of the players who's been very
Kofi, if you can mute. Then Perplexity AI for research. Set a free account. That one, practice. Then the professional application, daily tasks, replacing Google search with Perplexity AI for some of the things you do. Use ChatGPT to improve one written document. Try Gemini for one complex question requiring multiple perspectives. Then advanced techniques. Learn to write specific context-rich prompts. Example can be act as a Ghanaian business consultant. Help me to analyze. And those are the prompts. What especially Perplexity, almost all the 7 I showed, when you ask them to act as something, they give you a better prompt. Act as a doctor and help me analyze this radiologic report. Then you go on your workflow, set up AI tools in your daily routine, create template prompts for common tasks, and measure time. Then these are all cost-effective strategies. They are free. ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity Basic. Of course, if you want to upgrade, if budget allows. So, in concluding, what can we do as Union Social Club, AI enhancement recommendations, empowering union members through AI innovation? Let's make Union an AI enhanced professional club. So we can start. For example, first 2 months, the foundation setup. Let's subscribe to some form of AI Enterprise Pro and Google Workspace. Let's create a Union AI Resource Hub on Google Drive or something where we can put information. People can self-learn, help people who are trying to self-learn do it. There are a lot of information, but how to synthesize all those information. So if we create a hub that we can use, let's form an AI committee with tech-savvy members. The Yalbenes and others can be very helpful. Let's conduct a member AI literacy survey and see who needs support. Let's build AI prompt library and template collection, which is very powerful. That's most departments. My department, for example, use it. Not every prompt gives you a better result. So let's build AI prompt library and template collection, record training videos and create guides, establish our AI mentorship pairs, and launch pilot programs with volunteer members. Then let's roll out to all interested members. Let's begin maybe monthly AI masterclass, not everybody, but launch business intelligence service. And we can measure and report our return on investment. These are very simple things, and most of it are free that we can use to enhance our lives, help our colleagues, and make empower union members through AI innovation. And we can train and adopt a strategy for union, beginner track, basic AI literacy, and tool introduction. Then an intermediate track, professional AI applications, advanced track and whatever. Then support structure. Train, let's say 10 members as peer mentors, dedicate support sessions, real-time peer assistant, and progress tracking and improvement plans. There are a lot of resources within the union that we can use to enhance our personal lives. And then, of course, when it comes to organizational life and others, that's another story we can talk about. But these are times that we shouldn't allow to pass us by. And there are a lot of solutions, and mostly free resources that we can use. I know I rushed through this, and as I said, I don't want to be the hindrance between you and the soccer, especially as Manchester United is playing. So I will stop here and then take any questions that we have.